You can win this sporty red Jeep on the turn of a single card on Card Sharks. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Well, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. We're glad you're here today. We're going to meet our champion. We're going to meet our challenger. We'll do that in just a moment. We have a new car to give away and lots of money, too. Before we get started today, though, let's meet our two dealers. They're here to help us out every morning, and we just couldn't do it without them. Here they come, Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, our dealers on the Card Sharks.
Good morning.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good. If you would deal out the cards, ladies, we'll get our Card Sharks in here. Mo is our champion. Joe is our challenger. I'll be darned, it's the Mo and Joe show. $3,800 for you, Mo.
Isn't that wonderful?
Isn't that wonderful? You did
think
great.
so.
Tell us about yourself.
My name is Mo Manzani. I'm originally from Hollywood, California. Currently living in Salt Lake City, where I'm a flight attendant, and I've been married 4 years.
Now, you obviously, you work up there. You're based up there in Salt Lake City. Did your husband move up there with you, or was he already there?
I'm commuting right now. I've got a home there and a home here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he works
So
here.
you have to commute back and forth.
I sure do.
Oh, that's not so bad,
I'm
though,
a real
is it?
frequent flyer.
Yeah, you certainly are.
Boy.
And you don't get any credit for it at all,
No.
do you? Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
How are
My name
ya?
is Joe Goldberg. I'm from Jamaica, New York. I've been married 45 years. I have 4 children and 3 lovely grandchildren.
No kidding. Well, all right, Joe Goldberg from Jamaica, Florida.
Jamaica, New York.
That's what. Oh, New York. Wow. Listen, would you tell your wife to be quiet? She's down there going,
Shut up.
yep. Leave Joe alone, will you? You know how to play this game, I assume?
Oh, yes.
Okay, it's just going to be you and Mo, so tell your wife to stay out of this game. Would you do that for me, Joe? Thank you very much. And we're going to get started right now. Lacey's got the cards all dealt out, and here's our first question for you, Mo. It goes just like this. We surveyed 100 married men. We asked them, could you have an affair without feeling guilty? How many married men said they could have an affair but not feel guilty?
But not feel guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's possible. Unless if they're just complete snails. And they have...
Sleaze bags.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Should have thought of that first. They'd have to feel guilty. Either that or they're just not nice people.
Right.
They shouldn't be having an affair either. I would say not feel guilty, maybe 7 out there.
7 out of the 100 married men said they could have an affair but not feel guilty. Joe, what do you think about this one, sir?
I disagree wholeheartedly. I think there's millions of married men out there having affairs every day, and I don't think any of them feel guilty. So I'll
that
say
right?
higher.
Higher. What's the matter, Mo?
You should feel guilty.
Oh, the actual number of married men who could have an affair without feeling guilty is 10. Just a little bit high. All right, Joe has the control. All right, Joe. Here we go, Joe. 8 is your card. Player change.
Change that card, please.
Change this card, we will. 8 is now 6.
Higher.
Higher than the 6, 10.
Lower.
Going lower. Yes.
Lower.
Going on. Is it lower than the 8? It is.
Higher.
Higher, and he wins the game. He does. All right. Woo. Played it smart, man. I tell you, without a face card there, he won that game. That was very clever, Joe. And you win $100 in the first game. Mo, you got to win the next game to stay in.
Okay.
And we'll be back to see if she does that. See you in just a moment on Card Shark. Lacey's got the cards dealt out. We're going to start game number 2. Joe, if you win this game, you're the new champ. Mo, you got to keep that from happening. Let's see if you can. And the first question in game 2 goes to you, Joe, and it involves our 10 deputies from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department who have been with us all week. And what fun we've had, too. Noisy little devils, aren't they? Hey, Joe, pay attention. Before the show, we ask these 10 officers, when you give out traffic tickets, who argues more, men or women? How many of these 10 officers say men argue more?
Oh, I would say men argue more than women. I would say 6.
6 of them, you think? Let's see what Mo says.
Well, I think women lie more. I have an excuse every time I'm pulled over, so I guess I blew it if I get pulled over by one of you. It's going to be lower.
Think it's lower than that? Actual number of these officers said men argue more is none of them. 0. It was a lot lower. Boy, that's really interesting. Deborah, let me talk to you about this one now.
Women are the worst. definitely the worst. When you pull them over, they try and use their feminine ways, and when they find out you're a female officer trying to give them a ticket, then they know it's not going to work, so they start to cry. But they're definitely the worst, and these are things that I used to use before I was in law enforcement, so I know.
You
but
cried
I give them
too?
the ticket anyways.
Do men ever cry and say, "Oh no, please don't"?
No, never. They just take it.
They just take the old ticket. Yeah. Can you? I know this is off the cuff. Can you remember a strange excuse that you've ever had for someone say, "No, don't give me a ticket because"?
They were on the way to the hospital to have a baby, but they weren't.
They weren't pregnant
to have a baby.
Right? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. All right. Was it Mo?
Yes.
There we go, Mo. Queen.
Queen, lower, Bob.
Lower than the Queen. Three.
Higher, Bob.
Is it higher? No.
Oh, that's okay.
Higher. Joe gets free chance at these cards. Hey, Joe, look what I got for you.
Lower.
Lower it is. Nope. No, it's not. Thought it was lower. Looked like it was lower.
Ooh.
Mo,
Yes.
we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, if your friends were willing to tell you what they really think of you right to your face, would you want to hear it? How many people would want to hear what their friends really think of them?
Oh, sure, they can tell me. Because then I can correct everything. And just be the perfect human walking on earth.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't know if everybody would really want to know everything about them. I'm going to say that's a pretty low number. I'll say maybe 36 of them would.
36 out of 100 people would want to hear what their friends really think of them. Joe?
I think it's going to be much higher than that. I think people really want to know what their friends think, and if they want to change their ways because of what their friends think of them, they should.
Let's see. Actual number of people who would really want to hear what their friends really think of them is 74. You're right, Joe. I'm not sure I'd want to know, though. Hey, Joe, I know you want to keep that.
Lower.
Lower than the ace king.
Lower.
Is it lower? It is.
Higher.
Going higher. No.
Oh,
You all right, Mo?
oh no.
I knew Mo was about to leave us right there.
Oh,
Free chance, Mo.
lower, Bob.
Lower than the queen, dude.
Higher, Bob.
Is it? Yes.
Lower, Bob.
Lower. Got it.
Freeze.
Freeze on the old 7.
Bingo.
Okay, she has a commanding lead in this game. We'll see if she can hang on to it. Joe, I have an educated guess question. I've got something here, Joe, that I bet you know a lot about. You ready?
Women. 45 years married.
Playboy magazine
Uh-huh.
pays a woman $15,000 to appear nude in the centerfold. How much do they pay a woman to appear on the cover wearing clothes?
A lot more than they would pay $15,000. I believe they want celebrities that will make people read the magazine, whether she's clothed or not. And I would say it's a high number. I would say higher.
Higher than what?
Then they pay a woman who's be in the center.
Yeah, but I want to know how much do they pay a woman?
Oh, I see. $54,000.
$54,000. You sound like you know what the heck you're talking about, do you?
I hope so.
Mo, higher or lower than 54?
I'm going to say it's a little bit lower than that, Bob.
A little bit lower.
I do.
Oh, Joe. You and Hefner must be friends, are you? Huh?
He's my brother.
He's your brother. Hugh Goldberg? The actual amount Playboy magazine pays a woman to be on the cover is $500.
That's all.
$500. Was lower, a lot lower. Surprised you, didn't I? Whoop. Whoa, what changes?
I'd like to change that.
All right. 7 is ping.
Lower, Bob.
If it's lower, you tie it up. You do. There you go. All right, 1 game for Mo and 1 game for Joe.
Yes.
We'll play a tiebreaker when we come back right after this. Don't go away, folks. We have returned. Time now for our tiebreaker game. The winner of this game will go on to play for the big money in a brand new car. And Lacey's going to deal out only 3 cards in the tiebreaker. We have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. So good luck to the 2 of you. Mo, the question's yours. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, who would you rather have dinner with, President Reagan or Vanna White? How many bachelors would rather have dinner with Vanna White?
A lot. No, if they're bachelors, they're a bachelor for one reason or another. I don't think they really care about meeting with the president. It'd be nice, but Vanna would be something to talk to the guys about. I'd say most of them would like to go out with Vanna. I'll say 78 of them.
78 out of 100 would rather have dinner with Vanna White. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I like Vanna White, but I don't believe 78 would want to have dinner with her when they could have dinner with the president. I say the number's going to be lower.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a lot lower. too. I have more confidence in the bachelors of America. We'll see. Actual number of bachelors who would rather have dinner with Vanna White is 57 of them. Lower, but not as low as I thought it would be. All right, it's Joe with all the control at the moment. Hey, Joe, got a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. 4.
Higher.
If it's higher, you're the new champ. You are. There you go.
Congratulations. Okay.
Congratulations to you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we say goodbye to you with $3,900.
Thank you
for being with
so
us. We'll
much.
see you
Good
again.
luck.
Bye-bye. Okay, Big Joe, come over here, my friend. There you go. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Congratulations to you. Now, we're going to get down to some serious stuff.
Oh, yes.
You look like the kind of a guy that likes to gamble a little bit.
Oh, yes.
You do. You look like the kind of a guy who goes to Vegas a little bit.
Well, we go to Vegas, but now that they moved Atlantic City closer to us, we go there more often. While I was working, I used to take off every Friday for Atlantic City.
Oh, well, okay.
Now we go to visit our money there.
Okay. Look, in addition to all the money you could win, we've added a couple of jokers to the deck. And every time a joker comes up, it gives you a chance of winning that beautiful red Jeep. You would look so spiffy in that car running around town. And because you're the champ, Lacey's got one joker for you, so you know you at least have one opportunity of winning that red car. You know you can change one card per line. Keep that in mind. Let's give him $200. He knows what he's doing. Here you go, Joe. With $200, Joe, I have for you a joker. Hello. Hey, Lace.
Hi.
You still have $200. What do you want to do now, Joe?
Well, we like to...
Oh, I see. What's your card? Okay. There's a 4.
We go $150 higher.
150 higher than the 4. Now you've got 350.
I go 300 lower.
300 lower than the queen. Yes, sir.
$650 higher.
Betting all of it higher than the deuce. 9. 13. Give you another $400. $1,700.
We'll change it for the 3.
Number 3. All right. See what the 9 is. 9 happens to be a 4. 4s are chasing you, Joe.
We'll put $1,200 higher.
1,200 higher than the 4. There you go. $2,900.
Can't change
No,
that.
you've already changed. One card per line, Joe.
We'll go higher for $200.
$200 higher than the 7. It is. There you go. 3,100. 31.
$3,000 lower.
3,000.
Right.
3,000 lower than the king. Yeah. Look at there. What you got to do, Joe?
Everything higher. We shoot for the moon.
Shoot for the moon yourself, because look what I got for you, dude. Oh, man,
right.
that cost you a little money.
That ain't the end
Hey,
of
you
the
still
world.
got $6,100. That's all right.
No
Good
complaints.
deal. No complaints. Come over here now. That gives you $6,300, Joe. And not only that, but you're going to have 2 chances of winning that car. We're going to give you that opportunity when we come back right after this. Don't go away. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Joe is comatose.
Yep.
That deuce cost you $6,000, didn't it?
It's only money.
That's true. I'll remember you said that. Now, let's get down to more serious business.
Okay.
Lacey has for
Good luck.
you. Thank you, Lacey. 2 jokers. Joe, why don't you take a look over here, because we have 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. If you find it, well, take a look. Charlie O, as he wins.
The Wrangler from Jeep Corporation offers both on- and off-road driving and comfort. The Wrangler comes with Sport Decor Group and California emissions.
All right, Joe. Go put those jokers wherever you want them to be, and you win the car. I got a hunch Joe has some lucky numbers. 2 and 6, your lucky numbers?
Nope. 7 is.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see if you win a car. The word
Okay.
car is behind number 2, you win the car. Is it there? No. Doggone. Is it behind number 6? Again, looking for the word car. Next door, Joe. Oh, number 5. There it was, right there. Okay, no car there. $6,300 in your bank, though. Just step right over here, my friend. We are going to ask you to go over there and stand where the champion stands, and we're going to meet a new challenger for you. So if you're ready, champ, you go right over there. And Tamara, please come in. Well, hi.
Hi, Mom.
Is it Tamara or Tamara?
Tamara.
Tamara. What a pretty name.
Hi, Bob. I'm Tamara Cooper. I live in Orange, California. I'm a mother of a 2-year-old son named Sean and a 6-week-old little boy named Jacob.
You have an accent like Orange, California.
Yes, well, it's Texas, California.
What part of Texas?
East Texas.
What part?
Texarkana.
Texarkana,
It's
just
right
barely
on the border.
Texas.
Barely.
Yeah.
In fact, I was born on the Arkansas side of Texarkana.
Well, your parents got around, didn't they?
They sure did. We didn't have a hospital on the Texas.
You didn't have what?
Well, we didn't have a hospital on the Texas side. So
So
we
you
kind
went-
of skipped over the border, had me and my twin brother, and we came back.
Isn't that
But I'm
nice?
a Texan otherwise.
Otherwise what?
Otherwise. Just because I was born in Arkansas. Now, Bob, I'm a Texan.
Welcome to our show, Texan. Okay, let's get started. Win 2 games and you're on your way. And here's our first question. Joe, this question involves our 10 deputies from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. They are with us, ready to play the game again. Now, Joe, before the show, we asked our 10 officers, when you were a kid, did you want to grow up to be a policewoman? How many of these 10 officers said they did? They wanted to grow up to be a policewoman.
I don't think being a policewoman was a popular advocation for young ladies when they grew up. So I would
Are you
say
saying they're old, Joe?
No, I think they're young. I would say only one.
Only one.
It's
Tamara?
higher, Bob.
You think it is?
It's higher.
What'd you want to be, Tamara, when you were to grow up?
I'm a mother.
A mother?
And I got to be that.
Good for you.
Yes.
I won't tell you. I won't tell you what I wanted to be, because it's not. The actual number of these officers who wanted to grow up to be a policewoman is... How many? 4. I'm sorry, guys. I just blanked out right there. 4!
All right. All right.
I blanked out. I went off to Never Never Land. I took a nap. No kid. Which 4 of you ladies wanted to grow up to be a policewoman? That's really interesting. I kind of went along with Joe there. Ann, all your life?
I grew up in Norman, Oklahoma, and from when I was about 6 years old, I wanted to be a policeman.
Why?
A policewoman. Because there was a woman there named Lahoma Nelson who was a police officer for the Norman Police Department, and she was just fantastic with all the kids. And I never did until I came out to California because Oklahoma was such a redneck place when I was growing up. Not too many women were cops back then.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here, and I'm glad you're a policewoman. Thank you, Ann. Okay, thank you, ladies. Who is it? Now my nap is over. We'll continue with the game.
Yeah, all right.
I took a very quick little short snooze. It's Tamara, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go, babe. 7.
Oh, change that card, please.
Oh, we will then. 7 is now a jack.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a jack. 3.
Oh, higher.
Going higher. Deuce.
Oh.
Woo, bad cards. Joe with a free shot. How about this one, Joe?
Lower!
Pardon me, sir?
Lower.
Lower than the 10. No. No, it wasn't lower. Let's try another question then. Tamara, we surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, generally speaking, is it all right for a mother to enter her teenage son's room without knocking first? This is an interesting question, I think. How many child psychiatrists said it's all right for a mom to enter her son's room without knocking?
I think it'd be kind of rude. My mother always knocked on our doors and taught us to do the same thing. So it is rude.
How many said that it's all right for a mom to enter her son's room without knocking?
I think that's a low number, 23.
23 out of 100, Joe.
I think it's lower than that.
Okay. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said it's all right for a mom to enter her son's room without knocking is 1. Just 1. Boy, you're right. Wish we had time to talk about that, but we don't. Joe, want to keep the 10?
Lower!
Want to keep the card, sir?
Yep.
You can change if you want to. I just want to...
No.
Oh, no, he's going to keep it and go lower. All right, is it? Yep.
Can I change that one?
Can't change this one, no.
Higher!
Higher than the 7. No, not higher. Tamara, with the jack and a free chance.
Lower.
Lower, the lady says, and it is.
Lower.
Lower, and it is again.
Freeze.
Freeze on the 7. That's a freeze right there. Not making much progress, are we, guys? Why don't we pause for these words, and we'll come back and see if the cards get a little better right after this. All the time we have for today. You guys will be back, and we'll finish the match next time, okay? Lacey Pemberton, Susanna Williams, Charlie O'Donnell with us this week. I'm Bob Eubanks saying thank you very much, and we'll see you next time on Card Shark.
The word starts with P. Can you complete the chain?
Answer, please.
Come on, it's party. Anybody can see that.
I don't know.
House, paint. Wow, that was a hard one.
Chain reaction. Not as easy as it looks. All new season, all new challenges. Tonight at 10, 9 Central on GSN.
TSN.
The network for games.
Your parents got around, didn't they?
They sure did. We didn't have a hospital on the Texas.
You didn't have what?
Well, we didn't have a hospital on the Texas side. So
So
we
you
kind of
went-
skipped over the border, had me and my twin brother. And